The Amazfit T-Rex 3 Pro might just be the most exciting smartwatch upgrade you've never heard of. Could it be the only truly meaningful alternative to Garmin's Fenix line? Let's inspect.
Hi, good to meet you. I'm the Tech Mishka, and about a year ago I reviewed for you the T-Rex 3, the non-Pro version. There have been a few features that I expressed my desire to see included in a future Pro version. The great news is that Amazfit now delivered most of them, plus a few very nice unexpected surprises, so that I can say now that the T-Rex Pro 3 is perhaps the best sports-oriented smartwatch at its price point right now. And the reason, I've decided to ditch my Garmin Fenix 8. So, which are all the strengths and which are the drawbacks related to the T-Rex Pro 3? Let's find out.
First big topic, health tracking. The heart rate tracking is shockingly good. Responsiveness and accuracy are among the best I've tested thus far, and you know I review a lot of smartwatches. You can choose the readouts to happen every 1, 5, 10 or 30 minutes, and of course during workouts it is continuous. If the watch auto-detects an activity, the sampling rate becomes continuous. The sensor stack also measures SpO2, stress and sleep cycles. It's where I noticed a big improvement compared to last year's non-Pro edition. Back then, awake times were often missed. Now, after firmware refinements, the T-Rex 3 Pro often matches the accuracy of the Oura Ring 4 and sometimes even Whoop 5, two of my personal benchmarks. The data is then often presented in exciting sections like biocharge, accession and fitness level. Amazfit is one of the few brands that comes close to Oura or Whoop's analytical style, with one major advantage: Zepp app doesn't hide these features behind a paywall. I'm pretty sure you're curious about the sports tracking, and this is where the T-Rex 3 Pro shines the most. Yes, the GPS is excellent, class-leading in fact. Yes, button navigation is smooth, but what impressed me the most is the workout flow. Starting and stopping activities using buttons feels almost identical to Garmin's Fenix. For longtime Fenix users, this makes switching ecosystems remarkably easy. Accuracy is also brilliant. The BioTracker Generation 6 sensor is easily among the best out there, tracking heart rate, pace, HRV, VO2 max, you name it, it's there. Data depth is impressive, even heat maps for certain sports are available. The battery endurance also holds up for ultra-distance events, lasting through races longer than a full day. So how is this all possible? Let's check on the hardware side. Unboxing feels premium and consistent with Amazfit's other pro-level watches. The design is rugged and inspires confidence in durability, but here comes my first complaint. Attaching the strap pieces is unnecessarily difficult. You have to push and align and push again, which is harder here because of the thick bands. The good news? Third-party straps are supported, though they lack the dust-cover detail of the originals. The watch itself is well protected. The display sits recessed in the frame, buttons give you full control, and the sensors are neatly placed at the back. Design-wise, I only wish the Pro Edition came with more colors, especially the haze grey of the non-Pro model is super attractive. If you wonder about the tech highlights, I would say the core specs are close to the non-Pro, but you get some meaningful extras. Brighter and better AMOLED display with sapphire protection, speaker and microphone for Bluetooth-relayed phone calls. The sports are now above 180, and Zepp OS has been upgraded to its latest generation.
From all these tech highlights, my favorite feature is not the newly integrated speaker and microphone and therefore call option. It's not the brighter display, it's something much simpler that actually was making me keep the Fenix 8 for such a long time. And it is the torch function, something that you can activate through a long press of this button, and it just works. Simple, but absolutely brilliant.
Battery life is excellent. About 9 days with always-on display, continuous tracking, and at least 3 one-hour workouts per week. That's around 20% better than my Fenix 8 47mm edition. The smaller T-Rex 3 will likely outperform the smallest Fenix 8 by a wide margin. Charging is also faster, easier, though unlike Garmin, you can't connect it to a PC via cable for transferring files. The display experience is also fantastic, brighter than the Fenix 8 and the Amazfit Balance, with better viewing angles. Auto brightness is very responsive and the AOD is never too dim. Watch faces are also plentiful, hundreds of free options in the Zepp app, plus thousands more via this third-party Amazfaces app. And, of course, you have plenty of good paid options. Now, let's get back to the software topic and sum things up. Fact is that this is the second reason I ditched the Fenix. Smoothness, responsiveness, colors. Zepp OS feels like a proper smartwatch system. Garmin's menus are still slow and dated on Fenix 8 in comparison, most likely due to their super slow and old CPU. And we know because the Garmin Venue X1 runs so much smoother. Amazfit nails this with a snappy, modern interface. Gestures are intuitive, widgets can be rearranged, quick toggles are easily accessible, and typing replies is supported. Hey, this is a great function, seems to be the fastest way to respond to notifications. Apps can be hidden, added or replaced. The Zepp ecosystem is catching up fast, and useful additions like a GoPro remote, offline navigations and more are easily accessible. Also, the companion app gives detailed control over sound, vibration, language, and so much more. Zepp Pay is available, but it's limited by region, not on par with Apple Pay, Google Pay or Garmin Pay. So obviously no device is perfect, but for the T-Rex Pro the missing pieces are just a few. There is no satellite SOS option, no LTE version, the limited payment options mentioned a few moments ago, and the tricky strap installation.
Time for conclusion, my tech friend, and no, this video is not sponsored by Amazfit. I'm probably quite excited and happy to see a brand developing the product line in the right direction, because this is exactly what happens with the T-Rex 3 Pro. Now, all the features and the updates that the community wished to see with the Pro version are pretty much delivered. All the fixes that we demand from them are happening all the time through updates or app enhancements. And probably, in some ways, the Garmin Fenix line is still a little bit ahead, because yes, right now they do support connectivity to satellites and a few other newly developed features, but reality is that over here we have brighter, more capable display, greater battery life, significantly better overall UI responsiveness, and a lot of other little tweaks and goodies which kind of make you think twice before spending these more than $1,000. And why should you when only $399 can buy you the Amazfit T-Rex 3 Pro? And I think this is the new standard for rugged, sports-oriented smartwatches. Could be that I'm right, could be that I'm wrong. Really curious to hear about your version in the comment section below the video. And in case you want to buy yourself another smartwatch, well, I invite you first to watch a bit more content, and you can subscribe to the channel for more cool tech inspections. And perhaps if you really are convinced you want to get your T-Rex 3 Pro, then check the link in the video description area. That's everything for today. I'm the Tech Mishka. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.